This is Cincinnati People.
A peek into the creative and curious side of Cincinnati.
From food to fun, entertainment, and so much more.
You'll find it right here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Cincinnati People. You might wonder where we are standing. This beautiful facility here, this is the Ohio River Launch Club, 124 years old. We are standing here today because Paddle Fest is coming up, and of course, what a perfect place to give you a preview of Paddle Fest than here at the Ohio River Launch Club. Let's get to it.
Well, our 21st annual Ohio River Paddle Fest is going to be the 5th and 6th of August, coming up real soon. And Friday night we have a festival. It's open to the general public. It's free, and we have food trucks. We have live music, including the Tillers. We have Mad Tree Beer as our beer sponsor, and we have all kinds of 55 different exhibitors. So a kid zone, and so for adults and kids, there are all kinds of things to do. We have a kayak fishing tournament. We have a raffle. You can buy and sell used canoes and kayaks and outdoor gear. So it's just a celebration of the outdoors under the beautiful trees right along the shoreline of the Ohio River at the Schmidt Recreation Complex in the East End. One of the things that's really special and unique about Paddle Fest is that we have 5 houseboats that have bands on them that are anchored at different spots along the way. So in some ways, Paddle Fest is like a floating music festival. And that's what people just love and give us great feedback about. They love paddling from one houseboat to another, listening to different genres of music, and it just makes the river come to life. The Paddle Fest over the years has grown to become the largest paddling celebration in the entire country. We started out the first year with 275 people, and now we have over 2,000 people who register to go paddle 4.5 or 9 miles in the Ohio River. It shut down the powerboat and barge traffic, so it's super safe. So it's really playtime for paddlers in the Ohio during Paddle Fest, the only time of the year where you can do that with no powerboat and barge traffic on the river. Well, we work very closely with the Coast Guard and with a variety of safety forces, whether it's ODNR or Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, Coast Guard Auxiliary, the Cincinnati Fire and Police Departments, Boone County Water Rescue. All those organizations have vessels on the river that provide safety for us, but we are able to, through the Coast Guard, actually get a federal order that it has to be approved by the Federal Registry to literally shut down the Ohio for 5 hours during Paddle Fest to make sure it's safe. And we are grateful to the barge companies who collaborate and coordinate and cooperate with us. They're wonderful partners because they want to have people enjoy the river as well and also learn how to paddle safely in the river even when they are coming up and down the river doing their business. So it just makes it makes it possible for people to have a unique experience. For many, it's a bucket list. About 40% of our paddlers every year are doing it for the first time. So it's not like everybody comes back every year, right? It's something people say, I've always wanted to do that. And they do it, and they have a great time, and then they pass the word on. So it's a lot of churn, but it means that over the years we've had over 30,000 people participate in Paddle Fest, going back to this will be our 21st year, as I say. So we've given that number of people a chance to experience, again, the majesty and beauty of this incredible resource, our region's most important natural asset. To sort of counter the negative image that some people have of the river that is dirty and dangerous, and people invariably come out of the river at the end saying, I can't believe how beautiful and safe the Ohio is. And it also raises money for Adventure Crew, which is a nonprofit here in Cincinnati that works in 26 inner city high schools on both sides of the river to get urban teens out into nature year-round with monthly outings for groups of 100 every Saturday. It's a wonderful organization. The river is for everyone, and it doesn't matter what your income is. People love to fish at night with a bonfire on the river, or they may have a $500,000 yacht. It's a real asset for our community. It's also a way for people to connect with nature. I mean, right now I'm seeing all kinds of birds, egrets flying around here. So it's a hotbed of nature, and the river is cleaner and safer than it's been over 100 years. I swim probably 3 times a week in the Ohio River, and in fact, the Adventure Crew does an annual event called the Bill Keene Jr. Great Ohio River Swim, which is going to be on the 28th of September this year. It's on a Sunday morning. This will be our 14th year. and we'll have 150 to 200 people swimming from the Serpentine Wall around a buoy in front of Newport on the levee and back. Again, sponsored by Adventure Crew and raising money for the organization for our work to teach inner city teens how to swim and how to be certified as lifeguards. So just upstream from where Paddle Fest has its festival and starts is a marina called the Ohio River Launch Club. That's where we are right now. And it's actually the oldest marina on the Ohio. It's been at the same spot, almost exactly the same spot, since 1898. So it's a membership organization. We have people from all walks of life who just love being on the river as opposed to in a marina off the river. And it's about the Ohio River way of life. And that's what people are drawn to. There are a lot of, unless you're in the boating community here, you have no idea how big the boating community actually is. We have multiple marinas. We have, of course, events that boaters, like with Riverfest, or when Jimmy Buffett comes to town at Riverbend, you get hundreds of boats out there, or in the case of Riverfest, thousands. But it's a great lifestyle opportunity here, where you can have a job you love, but then do what you really like on the weekends and after work, whether it's boating or paddling or fishing or camping or cycling. We have so many outdoor recreational assets here in Greater Cincinnati, and it's another reason why you should come and live here and retire here. But we want to let the world know that we have a real hotbed of outdoor recreational opportunities right here in Greater Cincinnati. So come and enjoy it.
Sneaker ball is a good time for an even better cause. It's really an opportunity for us to, create an event where people can look nice, but not only do you look nice, you know that every single one of your dollars is going towards a really good cause in the city. So Corporate is the sneaker boutique that we're in right now, and the owner, Matt Michael, is one of the co-founders of Bigger Than Sneakers. Bigger Than Sneakers is a Cincinnati-based 501c3 nonprofit organization. The idea came from Matt Michael and Tammy Scott. They really wanted to find a way to leverage the sneaker community to support youth initiatives in the city. Anybody can sell sneakers, but how many people can truly connect with the community around them and make an impact? So the Cincinnati Sneaker Ball is really a way for us to leverage the power, diversity, and community surrounding sneakers to support youth-focused initiatives.
Sneaker ball has really grown over the past 4 years. Our beneficiaries in the past have been the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, Cincinnati Youth Collaborative, Cleats for Kids. So each year we look for a different organization to partner with, primarily youth-focused, and try to identify a tangible need that they have. And in our 4th year, we are partnering with Saturday Hoops to create a resource closet for the over 600 kids that they service throughout the year so that they can go out, compete. So we're gonna use those funds and provide all the sneakers and clothes and everything that those kids need to show up every Saturday. Sneaker ball in itself is a very unique event to Cincinnati. Sneaker ball is like the Cincinnati netball. It's something that people take really seriously every year. They come out with their tailored suits and their ball gowns and some sneakers that you probably have never seen before. So it's definitely something that people look forward to on an annual basis.
So Sneaker Ball is a fantastic evening, black tie, food, drinks, activations. It's also an opportunity to network in the city.
We try to create very unique activations during the Sneaker Ball to get people to get to know each other and really have a good time. So partnering with Cincinnati Fear is going to be great. Everybody's looking forward to the live e-gaming session and the pro players who are going to be there gaming in real time.
So we've never had an esports team at Cincinnati Sneaker Ball, let alone sponsor, so we were super grateful for the sponsorship opportunity of the Cincinnati Fear. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, so especially with this year's theme being basketball and the proceeds going towards an organization called Saturday Hoops. The gaming aspect of it was really fun, so we've seen a really good positive response, just in passing and mentioning it to people that, we will have a gaming station there, and they go, well, I know where I'm going to be all night. And I mean, that's what you want. You want people to really enjoy the event. You want people to have a good time, and you want them to continue coming back, because when they come back, then that means they're continuing to be part of our impact in the city.
To get involved with Sneaker Ball, first of all, buy a ticket. That's the best way you can support us right now.
So tickets can be found on our website, biggerthansneakers.org, under the Cincinnati Sneaker Ball tab. So right now we do have general admission tickets, we have VIP tickets, General admission tickets are going for $85 each, VIP is going for $120 each, but we're also selling private tables to just up it up and give it a lot more of a private experience. All of those tickets though can be found on our website, biggerthansneakers.org.
All right, now we want to take you guys a little bit further up the river. We're going to rewind a little bit for you to the Cincinnati Music Festival. We had such a blast. This was at the Brady Music Center as well as Paul Brown Stadium this past weekend. Artists like Janet Jackson, the OJs, After 7, oh my gosh, everyone was there. It was a fantastic show, and we've got it all wrapped up for you in a nice little package. So you're going to see that in a moment as well. And after that, we're going to take you to the Contemporary Arts Center. There is an exhibit called Breaking Water that wraps up in just a few weeks. We also went to check that out. Definitely something you don't want to miss.
Have a good time. The mayor promised
Montania is also my mom's name, and so we created this together. And when she got sick back in 2019, we started this to really just think about our journey and like health and wellness, and she needed to go to sleep, so lavender, chamomile, all that stuff. And so we really got into tea, and I've always been a big tea drinker. And when we decided to make a name, we were like, Montania, my middle name, your first name, let's make it a thing. First, I knew that I absolutely wanted a mint tea and something that tasted good and smelled good. Because like every time you get a tea, it's like so boring. It's just like, oh, it's a black tea, oh, it's a mint tea, like, oh, okay. I wanted something that excited me. So when I started researching, I wanted natural, I wanted organic. And so I sourced it from a company. And the exciting part is that I can blend whatever I want. If I say, hey, for winter, I want cinnamon and I want candy. Like I want the whole idea of like Christmas in my face. They will absolutely blend that for me. So that's what won me over. I was like, okay, this is gonna work. I feel like with loose leaf, you get more of the flavor and you get more of the smell. Like as soon as you open, for example, the peach cobbler, as soon as you open it, it smells like a pie. So I'm like, I love that. But at the same time, I just started doing tea bags because, you know, the convenience of it all. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Why not? Just give it a little both. But I'm always going to be true to the loose leaf because that's what I started with and that's what I truly love. And I feel elegant with like my little tea ball. So I have my maple and my peach cobbler at De Felice Cafe in Covington. And they made some margaritas with it. Like these, oh my gosh, it's so crazy because like who thinks of adding alcohol in tea? Like people don't think of that, but they did. So I have 2 drinks there. And then I have my tea also in a ice cream shop called the Confectionery Local down in Louisville.
How recent is this? This feels new.
This is within the last 4 months.
Wow.
So it's kind of crazy. It's like, okay, so things are taking off.
Yeah. How would your mom feel?
I think she'd be so excited. Like so excited. So my mom passed in 2020 and that was what really jump-started this for me because it's not just, oh, I'm just gonna start a business. It's not just, I just like tea. I just need to do something fun. It's more so I'm continuing my mom's legacy. It's not just a me thing, it's a us thing. We started it together. She came up with the logo, like the whole idea about taking all these flavors from across the world and giving you the great life. Like, it was like a whole thing for her. And I remember we were talking about our logo and she was like, the good life. She's like life is gouty, but backwards. It was like a whole thing. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. So it's just like, it's like the, I don't know. I feel like anytime someone says Montania's teas or is like, oh, I love Montania's teas, it's like, oh, like you would love it even more if you knew my mom. Like that's the way I think about it. And I'm like, this has to succeed because it's not just about me anymore. What's next? Oh, I just want to keep growing. I want to one day do a pop-up shop or a cafe. I love books. It would be amazing to put those 2 loves together. But I just want to keep growing, just keep seeing what the future could be like, because I know it's going to be great. I can feel it.
And if you're interested in supporting Chelsea and Montania's Teas, just head to our Facebook page. We've got all our info there as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's show. We really loved putting it together for you. In the meantime, we're not back next week, but the week after, head to our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram. We're giving you daily, weekly updates as well about arts, food, entertainment, culture, all the fun things happening in the Cincinnati area. See you soon.